So, good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to what I've called a flying start magic of 3 training, and that will become apparent as we go through. The main reason this morning, I'm just going to mute you actually. I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to mute everybody just so that we don't get too much background noise, but you are able easily to unmute if you've got any questions, all right, or anything, so feel free to. Yes, this morning I decided that I wanted to really reach out to those people in the business who have not yet qualified their position. All right, so qualified distributor means 3 personal customers. And at that point is when you start to get paid and you start to get this magic residual income as well. All right, so to me, that is the very first goal for everybody that joins, to get to that magic 3 customers as soon as possible. And I was aware that there's quite a lot of people who joined the business over the last few months, or in some cases last year even, that for whatever reason, life got in the way, or they just didn't, get off to a good start. So I wanted to be here to help you all. And I know, so my story, for those that don't know me, I've been in the business now for 13 years. So I am what's called senior group leader in the business. What that basically means is I've just spoken to a lot of people over the last 13 years, and enough of them have said yes. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that I'm anything special. I'm no different to any of you. I've just taken action on a consistent basis over a period of time. And now I literally own my day. As I said earlier, I work whenever I want to. The residual income pays the bills. The business has been absolutely fantastic to me and the family. We're just about to go off again for a 2-week free holiday to Mexico and Orlando on the back of this business. And I've got a brand new Tesla outside. And I just want more people to be able to have, some of what I've got. All right. So that was my whole purpose this morning, was just to help you guys get started. The thing being, I remember exactly, I can take myself back to the day I joined, and I remember how scary it can be, how anxious I felt, how out of my comfort zone I felt. I actually quit on day 2. I haven't told many people that, but I actually, did the whole, oh my God, I can't do this, this is too much. And I rang up the person that introduced me, and he decided not to take my call. And I left a message saying, how do I get my money back? I can't do this. It's too much. I can't do all these meetings. I haven't got time. And he chose to ignore me. He took some advice from his upline. Apparently they said, just ignore her. Just ignore her for a day. See what happens, which is quite funny. Because I actually then talked myself back into the fact that what else was going to provide me what this business could. All right. So that's sort of number 1 message, really. I had looked at everything. I've been self-employed since I left school at the age of 16. I've had my own businesses. I've worked really hard, and I've been successful in lots of different things, but there was nothing else out there that could give me what this business can, which is time and money. All right, at the end, after some time. So that's why I taught myself back into keeping going. So I do understand how you feel. I do understand that it can be tough, and I also understand that there will be people perhaps in your network that may be a bit negative about it, that may not be as encouraging as you would like, and that may not be as supportive as you'd like. And that's actually quite normal, because most of them are just trying to protect you. They think you've joined something odd and they just want to protect you. Okay, so just stick with the people that have made a go of it. Stick close to me and the rest of the team. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got to plug my computer in. Good job I noticed that, because it just suddenly dies if I don't do that. It wasn't plugged in. So stick close to us, stick close to the successful people, and we can really help you. So one of the things that I did in the very, very, once I got over my first initial wobble, which is really normal, was I then made a conscious decision that I was going to make this work. All right, because I know now 100% that this business is 50% mindset and attitude and 50% action. So if you take action without having any level of belief that it's going to work, that action can actually put you in a downward spiral. If you have all the belief in the world but you don't take any action, you're not going to get anywhere either. So I want you to really write that down: 50% mindset and attitude, 50% action, because we really need to make sure that you're working on both those parts. All right, so what's going on in here? and what you're doing on a daily basis. And that is so, so, so important. So I decided to make a massive go of it. And you can all choose now today if you want to make a massive go of it. But can I ask you to make a decision? All right, make a decision that you're here today, which is fantastic. So well done all of you for being here. You've made a decision to join this meeting today. So obviously this business is niggling you. It's niggling at you, otherwise you wouldn't be here today. So we want you to make a decision and say, absolutely, I'm going to do this now. I really am. So the important things that I want to give to you today is firstly, belief in the company. All right, because you need to have belief in the company if you're going to go out there and share it from the heart to your connections. And that again is what stops people in the beginning. They don't know the company well enough, so they're not confident enough to go and share it. But I can tell you now, we have got so much third-party credibility. Over the last, when I joined 13 years ago, it was nothing like it was now in terms of all the Which magazine reports, you know, the fact that Uswitch says we're the best. Look at Telecom Plus shares at the moment. You know, our share price is going through the roof because all the investors and all the people that know what they're talking about in the city say that our company is one of the best things to invest in the whole of the UK at the moment. All right, so that is seriously, seriously good stuff. We you know, the company has never been stronger and never been more focused on helping us either. So please share my belief in the company. They've never let me down. They've paid me every single month. You know, absolutely fantastic. Secondly, belief in the products and services. Now, again, over the last 13 years, there's been times when we weren't even very competitive, but we still managed to go out and gather customers because we have so many amazing benefits. Right now, your belief in the products and services should be again off the scale because it's never been better. We're the cheapest. We are the cheapest for energy and pretty much cheapest for broadband as well. And then you bring in things like the cashback card. So please trust me that what you're going to go out there and show people is a really, really good product. All right, it's a really good product backed by a really good company. And then the third thing you need is belief in yourself. And I know that's the hard bit. That's the hardest bit because you've all got the same company, the same products, the same services, and then you've got you. And I want you to know that you can do this 100%. All right, 100,000%. Each one of you on here can make a success of this business if you choose to. All right, so I go back to that again. This is about your personal choice. Now, I'm here to help you all 100%, as are the greater team. So if you are on here, it doesn't matter when you joined, I want you to know that you've got full support. And what that means is if, as a result of today, you go and get a bunch of appointments in your diary, which I'm really hoping you will, you do not have to do those on your own. All right, you can have someone trained and qualified mentor with you on the call that will help you get that person over the line, that help you answer those questions. So don't worry about the actual call, as it were. Don't worry too much about the appointment. I'm not going to go through that today. Today is about getting you to get some of that in your diary. All right, and then we will all help you with those appointments. So please really believe that. So the second thing then is the personal development. You know, when we're talking about you, we're talking about building you up as a person, and this company is fantastic for personal development if you decide to give that a go. So you're never going to earn more than the person you become, and that is really key. And you know, looking back to how I was 13 years ago to how I am now, just through the constant personal development that this company has brought, it is quite amazing. If you've never done any personal development or you don't even know what I'm talking about, it's absolutely fine. I'm just going to give you a few book suggestions just to get you started, if you like, on getting your head in the right place to make a success of this business. All right, so I'm just going to, there are loads, and I'm sure the experienced people on this call will all have their favorites as well, but I'm just going to give you 3 books. Remember, you need to invest in yourself. All right, also remember anything you spend, so if you buy a book, that is a business expense. All right, so that comes off your profit, so you know, you can put that down as a business expense. So the 3 books I'm going to start you off, just to give you a little bit to get going with, is one called The Consistency Chain in Network Marketing. So just make a note of these. I can't remember who wrote it actually. Chris, do you know? Consistency Chain in Network Marketing. Who's that one by? Do you know? Does anyone know? Barry, Annette? Anyone that does, please shout it out. But you'll find it if you Google it anyway. So consistency training network marketing, I've got it somewhere. I know Barry's looking around his office for it now, that's fine. Book number 1. Book number 2, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. That was, it's quite an oldish book now, but it was one of the first that I read when I joined, and it made me realize how this book is all about the nooks and crannies of the day. It's all about those little tiny decisions and actions that you take through the day to get in front of more people or to build your business. And so Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And the third one of my favorites, because it's very much a story. So if you like a story, is Beach Money by Jordan Adler. All right, so I'm just going to give you 3 for now because I don't want to overload you. As I said, other people will have their own favorites. So personal development is about, as I said, when you're setting goals for yourself, which goals are really important. And one little good exercise you can all do after this call today is go away and pretend you've just won the lottery. In fact, I heard this morning, what, didn't someone win 195 million? It's like the biggest lottery win ever or something yesterday. So I want you to go and pretend that was you and write down everything that you would buy, places you would go, everything that you would have if you had just won the lottery, because we need to get your brains open to what is possible out there. And as well as what you would have, think about who you want to be. Thank you, George Campbell and Jim Packard. Lovely, thank you, Chris. So who do you want to be? So do you want to be an inspirational leader in utility warehouse with a huge team and an abundance of passive income? You're probably like, what? But do you want to be that? Do you want to be a role model to your kids? What else would you like to be? Would you like to be a successful entrepreneur? Do you want to own your day? Do you want to be able to choose when you work? Do you want to have enough money to go and do what you want when you want? Because you can have all of that. I promise you, and I know you can. You've got to believe in yourselves and you've got to take some action. The third thing that I want you to all to really, really focus on and think about, one of the secrets of success, I think, for our business is attending events. So first of all, well done, because this is an event. It's not a very exciting event because we're all sat in our houses on a computer, so it's not that exciting, but this is an event. So you're here today, so you've got a massive tick next to your attending events bit of today. The more events you attend, the more trainings you attend with UW, it's like anything, the quicker you're going to get to where you want to be in the business, and the quicker you're going to protect yourself from the negativity and all the stuff that might stop you. Most of the stuff that stop you will be in your own head. All right, most of the stuff that stops us is in our own head. It's no one else, it's us. But definitely attending events will help. So we have 2 big events a year that are face-to-face, huge celebrations, and I really, really want you to all to do your absolute utmost to get to the next one, which is called Amplify. It's in September the 10th or the 11th at Cheltenham Racecourse. It's all over the portal. You're probably thinking, what is this Amplify they're all about? Getting in the room, surrounded by lots of people like myself that have been in the business a while and know it's successful, but also to hear from the directors of the business about their vision for the future, about where they see the company going, not just over the next year, but over the next 10, 20, 30 years, will absolutely concrete in your belief in the company, which will mean that you take massive strides forwards in the business. I've never missed a major company event in 13 years, apart from when COVID said we couldn't have one. But otherwise, I've been there twice a year or 3 times a year, whatever they have. So please get there if you can. It's only £20 a ticket, including lunch. If you can't get there, let me know. There will be other people from your area that will be going. All right. So if transport's a problem, then let us know, because that's what we want to do and help you. Okay, so we're going to talk now about launching your business, because I know many of you on here yet, you're still sort of 0, 1, 2 customers, so you haven't yet got going. All right, so this next bit is really crucial to you, launching your business. So we're going to talk very quickly about the value of every single customer. So first thing I would say is, if you haven't yet signed yourself up as a customer, please do if you possibly can. All right, so if you pay for services that we provide and you're not yet a customer, you are shooting yourself in the foot and you are less likely to progress in the business, because you have to make a commitment to the universe, to yourself, to the company, that you are all in for UW and you're an ambassador for them. All right, so the very first thing I did when I joined was sign myself up for all the services. It cost me a fortune to get out of contracts because we didn't pay in those days. but I just felt that that was a commitment I had to make. So if you're not yet a customer, please get yourself signed up over the next few days. Again, I can help. And that will be one towards the magic 3. All right, so what, you know, you being your own customer is one towards the qualified distributor that we're talking about today. So you can be one of the 3. How cool is that? So now you've only got to find 2 to get to qualified distributor by the end of July, which is our goal. Every customer is important. There's a lot of talk in the presentation. There's a lot of talk on the websites about, you know, these golden homeowner customers that take all the services. And yes, of course, they are wonderful customers because you get paid lots of money for them. However, every single customer is important. All right. So, you know, don't prejudge. Don't think, oh, she's a tenant or they might not want to take broadband because of whatever. Every customer is valuable. And remember, you are going to be paid between £10 and £400 in customer bonus for everyone you sign up. All right, so it depends on the services they take. So if it's a tenant, 1 service is £10, 2 services £30, 3 services is £50. All right, that's the first bonus that we get when signing people up. If they're a homeowner, 1 service is £50, 2 is £100, 3 is £250, and 4 is £300. I earned £700 in 1 day and 3 appointments last week. You know, that is serious money for anybody. But I don't want you to prejudge, and I don't want you to not go and talk to the tenants, because every single customer you sign up is really important, because they will be a source of referrals for you. All right, so you don't know who they know. Every time you get the presentation in front of somebody, you have opened a door for yourself to potentially hundreds and thousands of other people. So it's never about that person. And that's why it doesn't matter if the person you show doesn't become a customer or partner. So please don't be despondent. If you do some appointments and they don't all say, yes, please, I'm going to snap your hand off and sign up now. It doesn't matter, because you've shown somebody, and that's all our goal is. So £10 to £400 per customer. The reason I say 400 is if you do 4 of the 3 service or more homeowners in a calendar month, they pay you an extra £100. So that's why it can be £400 a customer. That's serious money. Now, the other thing is, the reason I got excited this morning for all of you, because the law has just changed in how quickly energy customers become live. So we get paid the month after we sign up a customer and the services become live. Up until Monday this week, it used to take 3 weeks for energy services to go live. Now it's 2 to 5 days. All right, so if you guys get busy and you sign up some customers between now and, let's say, the 25th of July, there's a very good chance that money's going to be in your bank on the 21st of August. I want you to do me a favor now. Write down, how much would you like to earn on the 21st of August from this business? Write a figure down. Come on, we've got to get your minds into action. Put down a figure on your pad, on your phone, wherever you like. How much would you like to have drop in your bank on the 21st of August? Well done. Well done, all of you, for committing something to paper. Magic starts to happen then. You've written it down. Magic. The universe will be trying to provide you with that now. So well done. Another thing I want to say is that's I'm talking about manifestation and the law of attraction today. And if you think I'm mad, that's fine. I don't mind if you think I'm mad, because it 100% works. So when you do sign up a customer, you have to say, thank you very much. I've got that customer, whether it's a £10 or a £400 one. All right, you've really got to value them and say thank you and appreciate it, because you will then attract more customers to you. So that one customer, so a great source of referrals, it could be a potential partner. All right, so that customer could be a partner. It's one customer towards qualified distributor, or towards 20 plus, which is when you're locked in for life on your residual income for the telecoms. It's towards your mini. Do you all know that you can qualify for a branded, lovely, beautiful mini when you get 75 personal customers? So every customer is one towards that. All right. One customer a month is the minimum activity required, so you get paid on everything you've done in the past. So promise me, once you get going, do not pass a month without signing up just one until you get to 50 personal customers, because then you're locked in for life. When somebody told me that back in 2009, I was like, right, no one's having my money. I've worked for this money. I'm absolutely going to do one a month so that I get paid. And I actually did one a week in that first year, just one a week. which has meant I've been paid every single month from Utility Warehouse for 13 years, even when I've done nothing for some months. All right, so just think about that. Would you like to be paid or even have a pay rise every single month for the rest of your life on the 21st of the month? So you've just got to get into action. So long-term residual income is where it's at as far as I'm concerned. How can we help new people who say they don't know many people? Okay, now we will cover that in a minute, actually, a little bit. All right, but remind me again at the end if you don't think I have covered it. So long-term residual income. What happens is when you get your customers, you sign up your customers, you get this lovely customer bonus next month. And then it depends on how much you get up front, because our customer bonus is made up of an accelerated lump sum of the residual income that you get every month. All right, so the more you get in a lump sum up front, the later it is for the residual income to start dropping into your account every month. But it will start to drop into your account. So what I'd like you to do now is just write down a figure that monthly in residual income, so money dropping into your account every month, whether you work or not, would be life-changing for you. Okay, now life-changing doesn't necessarily mean it has to be thousands. What amount of money coming in every month would take the pressure off you at the moment? It could be £200, it could be £1,000, it could be £50. How much money a month would just take the pressure off your life at the moment? Because that's your second goal. All right, we've got next month's money. Marie, there's someone just popped in the waiting room. And then we've got the long-term residual income money. All right, so that's what we want to get in your minds. And we want to look for some superstars in our business. So I want you to understand that the big money, the group residual income, the life-changing money, I know a lot of people, I've got friends now in the business that are earning between £10,000 and £40,000 a month in group residual income. All right, so seriously crazy money. The way to get that is to focus on building your team from day one. All right, so today's focus is 100%. Let's get you your 3 customers signed up, but let's also really focus on who can we get in our team. Okay, because if you want more milk, you need more cows. Okay, and who can you have in your team? Who can you get to join you on this journey? Because it's more fun as well if you're working alongside people, you know, isn't it? If you get someone else new in your business, one of your friends, one of your family members, get them in. Tell them how brilliant it is. It's £10 to join, for goodness sake. Why wouldn't they? Come on, bring them in. And then we can work with them all together. So just to give you an example of the difference between focusing on customers and focusing on partners, 2 people in the business, senior group leaders now, both joined about the same time. The first lady focused 100% on gathering customers. You know, that's where her comfort was, and she went and gathered customers. She is now the top, probably one of the top customer gatherers in the whole company. She's got over 700 personal customers, which is huge. And from those personal customers, she gets between £3,000 and £4,000 a month in passive income, which I'm sure you all agree is a nice amount of money. £3,000 or £4,000 a month coming in whether you work or not is pretty nice. Another gentleman joined at the same time, focused 100% on recruiting rather than gathering personal customers. So he's got about 200 personal customers because they came along as a result of people wanting to join as customers. But he's personally recruited over 700 partners. And he's also done a very, very good job of showing them how to go and recruit a bunch of people as well. His residual income from those partners is over £30,000 a month. All right, so I just want you to think about that. So we've got the 3,000. The goal is to row with both oars. Just go and show people, because you can't actually choose whether they become a customer or a partner. That is up to them. But if you focus your efforts on also finding people that want to earn money, as well as people that want to save money, you will build yourself a really, really strong business. I've personally recruited more people than I have signed up customers. You know, so again, that's because my focus, luckily I heard that story early on in the business and I thought, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so your success plan is the next part of today. Your plan for success. So number 1, I've said sign yourself up as a customer. So we're going to do that if you're not already. Number 2, make sure that you've completed all your training and you've verified your position, because if you haven't, you won't get paid. All right, so that's really important. The training now is only 20 minutes. In fact, if you did it a while ago, go back and do the new one again. All right, because it's only 20 minutes and it will refresh you anyway. That's the compulsory training, and then there's loads and loads of optional trainings that you can do through the portal. So again, I would recommend, as I said before, attending events is key. Events and training is key. So go back on there, have a look at what you haven't done, and just, you know, mark it in your diary and just do as much training as you can fit in as soon as you can. There's also lots of live trainings you can join in on. So there's a getting started skills, which I totally recommend you go and do. It's like a Zoom training like this, but with company, I'm a company trainer, but it's an official company one. This is a random one of mine, but you can do an official company one, which would be good. So go and have a look at that. So the next thing is we're going to build the list. Now you may have already written a list. You may have even started on your list. You may even have blown out some of your list already. You may have even had a bunch of no's. It doesn't matter where you are with that, all right? So it really doesn't matter. But building your list on a daily basis is key to long-term success with the business, all right? So if you haven't, get your phones out this afternoon, get yourself a pad of paper and write down a bunch of names and numbers, all right? So name, number, don't prejudge, doesn't matter who they are. Remember, we can help anybody. And if we can't help them, they probably will know some other people we can help. All right, so that's the key thing. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they can't become a customer. Even if you know that they're not interested in the business and they can't become a customer, show them anyway. And just say, look, it might not be for you, but you might know some people I can help. All right, so go back to your list. Get on your social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you're on, go and write down a list of all the people that you are connected with, LinkedIn. So Annette, when people say they don't know many people, they do, mostly they do. And the reason they're saying they don't know many people is because they don't want to approach the people, which is a different thing. And that comes back to mindset and belief. I think all of us on this call, even if you've only been in the country here for a month or 2 months, I bet you could get 10 names down. All right, and actually, you know, 10 names to present to is enough to start with. That gives us a start, because remember, we're going to ask them all for referrals as well. But if you haven't got much of a list, then think about how you can build relationships with more people. You know, who can you go out of your way to have a conversation with today? Who can you meet today, online or offline? You know, because we're meeting people all the time, and at the moment there are literally millions of people in the UK that would absolutely love to hear from you, even if you don't know them yet. They would love to hear from you because you've got something very, very magical that they may well need. And I know that's true, because it's not just me that's had life-changing, wonderful, bloody experiences and money through this company. There are hundreds and thousands of us, all right? And people that are successful in this business, you know, will be oozing passion and excitement about the business because it is bloody marvelous. All right, it's bloody brilliant. And I know when you're new, you're like, oh, I don't know if I can, but you can. I promise you can. We are here to help, and we want to go and help you spread the word to all your friends and family. It depends a little bit on your level of influence with people as to your success. And Marie, Harry's in the waiting room. Do you mind letting him in, please? It depends a bit on your level of influence with people as to your immediate success. And I don't mean that, don't take this the wrong way, but you know, some people have the sort of relationship with their friends and family, they can just say, oh, come on, just do it, do me a favor, you know, come and look at this is great. Other people might not have quite that same level of influence. Some people on social media will have a higher level of influence because they'll have more followers and more people interested in what they do. So it doesn't matter where you are, right? It really doesn't matter whether you know nobody and you've got no influence with anybody at all, or whether you're a high influencer. This business can work, and I've seen that for all sorts of different people, so I know that that's true. So how are you going to get started? So you've got 3 options, all right, to think about now and how you are going to get started with the business. It doesn't matter when you joined. If you're still 3 or under customers, then let's call today your start date. Is that okay? Can we call today your start date, wherever you are? And let's get cracking from now. So number 1 you could do is you could organize a launch party. All right, now this is a really good leverage of your time. So if you're busy people, you could organize a launch party. So what that would be is you literally set a time with your mentor, your upline, with myself or someone experienced in the business, Well, you're going to do a Zoom like this, and you are going to invite people that you know along. So you've got a few coming in one go, and for us to launch your business and show them what it's all about. All right, they can work really, really well. So all we would do is we'd just go through the normal presentation, show them how they could benefit from being a customer, show them how they could potentially benefit from being a partner, and then we can book little individual appointments to get them signed up on the back of it. All right, so you could do a face-to-face launch as well. It doesn't have to be by Zoom. Obviously, Zoom's handy if you wanted me there and you don't live in Somerset. But if your upline or your sponsor lives near you and you wanted to do, or somebody that can help you lives near you, and you wanted to do a face-to-face one in your home or at a pub or whatever, then you can. Launch parties do create quite good speed in the business, because very often you can show, you know, 5 to 10 people all in one go, and you'll find that off the back of that you get 3 or 4 or 5 signed up pretty quickly. All right, so that's just one thing to consider. Secondly is I do the opportunity presentations at 1 o'clock at the moment on a Tuesday and Thursday. So I run through the short presentation. That's more geared towards people looking at joining the business for making money. So feel free to invite people along to that. All right, if you've got people that are interested in earning money and you want to invite them along to my short presentation, we have people join every single time. Every single time I run that presentation, people sign up. So it really works. It's very, very effective. Or the third way is just to book people in for one-to-one appointments in your diary to suit you. Right, we'll just stop there. Has anyone got any questions about either of those 3 methods of getting the business going? So I want to, yeah, Tenny, go on. You're muted, my lovely.
Oh,
well, there we are.
I found it.
Hello.
Yeah, so the one online presentation one for those interested in earning money, when is it? What day, time?
So it's Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. It will be on this week and next week, and then I'm away for 2 weeks, so it will resume again when I get back. All right, but it's Tuesdays and Thursdays 1 p.m. All right. Yeah. If you wanted to do your own time, you know, your own launch, I'm very happy to do those while I'm around for any of you. All right, so you just need to basically message me, book in a time, and we can do that. You can message me now. I've got my phone and my diary here, and you can start inviting people. So we can do it like that. Anyone else got any questions about that?
Is it a live presentation all the way through? It's Dan. Is it live all the way through, or is there any sort of pre-recorded stuff?
No, I do those completely live, Dan. So I show the presentation. So I just show the short partner video as part of the presentation, but otherwise it's all live. Yeah, it's just me gabbling on about how good it is.
That's good. That's good, because other ones I've seen have been sort of pre-recorded ones. So it's nice to actually engage with someone who can answer questions. That's really good. Thank you.
Yeah, it is really good, actually. We do have some great questions from the guests, and actually for you guys, it's a really good training as well. So come along even if you haven't got guests, because you hear me go through the presentation and you hear me answer questions, and you know it does really help, I think, you know, up your skills as well. Okay, brilliant. Any other questions? We all good so far? Are you still with me? We've had some people leave, which is fine. They've obviously made their decision, which is very sad, but there we are. That's up to them. No, I shouldn't say that, actually. They may have just had to go and may have had problems with internet. And if you're watching this on recording as well, my offer is there to all of my team. So if you're watching this on recording, my offer is there to all of you, launch parties, supported appointments, okay, for everybody. And if I can't, I will find someone that can, I promise you all. Okay, so the next thing is, if you didn't want to do the launch, or you could do mix of match, because obviously if you plan a launch date, you know, it's like chances are some people won't be able to make that date, all right? So you're going to have to get some individual one-to-one stuff in your diary anyway. So my top tip to you is my goal 100% for you guys is 3 customers by the end of July. So we've got 11 days, all right? So I want you to grab your diaries for the next 11 days and work out how many appointments could you get in there. So get your diary and actually write in your diary, you know, put a star next to the time you could actually book somebody in. So you're focusing your mind on actually getting people in your diary now. All right, this isn't just an airy fairy, I'm going to show people somewhere. Yeah, and Akima, is it? Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. I'm actually going to go into script right now. All right, so I'm going to tell you right now what we're going to say to get people onto these appointments. So first of all, visualize when can you fit them in. Is that all right? So visualize when you can fit them in. Now, if you want to get definitely 3 customers, thank you. If you want to get definitely 3 customers by the end of July, let me say to you, let's say 9 appointments. All right. So we're going to say 9 or 10 appointments to get your 3 definites. You might get 9 or 10 if you get 9 or 10 appointments. You know, who knows? But you definitely want to get at least 3 signed up. The company stats are 1 in 3 for new people, just so you know that. Actually, at the moment, I would say it's higher than that. But, you know, that's sort of the company stats, just to give you some idea. Now, if your diary is, you just don't have time for that, don't worry, I'm not putting pressure on you. If your diary is so full you can't physically get 9 or 10 in, just do whatever you can. All right, do whatever you can. If you want to build the business successfully over time, I would say you're looking at showing people a minimum of 3 people a week consistently. If you do that over time, you can build a big business and make big money. All right, so that's all. That's 3 to 5 hours a week. If you do that consistently, you can build a massive business. Obviously, if you can do more, you can do more. That's absolutely fine. So I got a few scripts for you now to help you with these early conversations. Now, it's not so much what you say, it's how you say it. So if you are actually speaking to people, as in on the phone or face to face, the most important thing is that you take a bit of my excitement and passion and belief, and you have that, and you have some posture when you're having those conversations. Because if I said to you, Elaine, you've got to see this thing I'm doing, it's bloody brilliant, I think you're going to love it, we're going to make loads of money, how soon can we get together? What would you say? You're muted, but she's laughing. You know,
I'll say tomorrow.
There we are.
How soon?
Do you know what? My first partner, the first partner I signed up for this business was my friend. I went round with a bottle of wine the day I joined with this form. We didn't have any online stuff. I didn't have a presentation or anything. I went round with a form and I said, oh my God, I'm really excited. You've got to do this with me. And she said, okay. And she filled the form in and then said, what is it? Like literally. So we have lost that. We've lost the speed. We've lost the passion. We're all trying to do things too professionally and too, you know, you have got a life-changing bloody business in your hands, and all you've got to do is go and share it with some people, and it's only a tenner to join. You know, it's not like it was 200 quid, and they said she paid 200 pounds before she even knew what it was, because she trusted me and she could see how excited I was. That was all it was. It was purely that. So get out there, get excited, have some conversations. That you can't put that passion and excitement into a message, and that's where a lot of people are going wrong, because they're sending messages rather than having conversations. So if you are brave enough to pick up the phone to a few people you know and just say, hi, I've just started something really exciting, I can't wait to show you. All right, do that. Okay, speak to them. However, I know lots of you won't, and I know this day and age most people tend to message rather than actually speak. But if you're out and about, do that. But if you're going to send some messages, I've just got a few options for you. So firstly, if you know them really well, you could literally say, got something exciting to share with you. How soon can we jump on a Zoom for 10 minutes? Or how soon can I give you a call? All right, it is as simple as that. I've got something really exciting to share with you. How soon can I show you it? All right, you will have people in your network you could just say that to. And it's better to say say less to more people is how you build a great business. Don't go trying to explain to them everything I've just told you and everything that's in the presentation, because you'll cock it up, you'll get difficult questions, and they'll immediately think this sounds really dull, really dull and boring, and I'm in contracts and I can't be bothered and all that. So less is more. That's just one idea. Another one, this is more of a script that will say a little bit about what we do. So you could say, I've just started working as a partner with UW, which is the fastest growing utility provider in the UK with the best prices. All right. So I've just started working as a partner with UW, which is the fastest growing utility provider in the UK with the very best prices. Got people leaving and then wanted to come back. I think they're probably dropped out. It is brilliant. All right. Say it. It is brilliant. Or I am loving it. Or it is fantastic. How soon can we grab 10 minutes so I can show you how it works? So don't ever say to busy people, when are you free? Or when can I show you? How soon? Because we want some urgency in this. And then, because you've planned your diary, give them 2 options. So if you've put in your diary, you could do an appointment at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning or 7 o'clock tomorrow night. say that to them. So how soon can we grab 10 minutes? I could do 10 a.m. tomorrow morning or 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, which is best for you. When you give somebody 2 options, they will choose an option or they'll give you an alternative. It's just the way the brain works. They won't even have a chance to think about what you've said before that, because their brain will be too busy answering when they can speak to you. And then they'll probably say, what's it all about? And then you say, if I tell you now, I'll have to kill you. I'll tell you when we speak. All right. So the idea is you want to get eyes on the presentation, because the presentation has been designed to sign people up and answer all the objections anyone will give you. And it works brilliantly. So you don't want to be put in a position where you're having to explain too much before you're ready. And remember, you are going to have help on those appointments. So I want you to put the appointments in and then tell us when they are, and we will get you help. All right. Or if it's a launch or whatever you want to do. So that's one script. Another script you could say was, I've just started a brilliant new business and I'm still in the training. This is similar to the one on the training on the portal. I need to practice a short presentation. Will you do me a favor and be one of my guinea pigs? I could do 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. All right. So it's exactly the same thing. You find what you're comfortable with. Another one, again, thinking more along the building your team part. I've just started as a partner with UW, and it's a brilliant way of earning an extra income alongside other things. I'm really excited about it, and I think you'll love it too. How soon can I run it by you? All right, so again, you will gauge who you're speaking to, whether you want to tempt them with the earnings, tempt them with the savings, or whether you just want to book them in. Don't overthink it too much. I know, because I've given you 3 options, you're already thinking, oh, which one would I do? Just go down your list and just pick, all right, just decide. If you're going to go down the customer route, maybe you have got some juicy homeowners there, which will give you more money on the 21st of August. So you might want to start with them if you're doing the customer route. You may know that you've got some friends that are out of work at the moment or looking, or what you're looking for is really busy, self-motivated people, people that, you know, maybe are already working for themselves, people with kids that are nagging them at the moment because they want to do more in the summer. They want to go on holiday in the summer. They want to do things, and the parents are struggling for money. They're the people that are going to listen to you at the moment, for sure. Okay, any questions about that? Are you happy with those scripts to give you a start? Yes, Annette. You're muted again, love.
There you go. Now, did you say, hi, I just started as a partner with Utility Warehouse, which is a brilliant company with the fastest growing, what did you say then? Fastest growing what?
Yeah, so I put, just started work as a partner with UW.
Yeah.
Which is the fastest growing utility provider in the UK with the best prices.
Brilliant.
So, you know, it's just, you know, they'll have some understanding what it is, but you don't want to then go into any more detail than that.
No.
If they ask questions, then say, right, that's why I need to show it to you, because it's all in a presentation, and otherwise I'll forget stuff. All right, so that's what I say. I just say, I'll forget it. I'll forget it. You know, I want to make sure I don't forget anything, so I need to show you the proper presentation.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I still now, 13 years in, always show the presentation. You know, so don't think it's a shortcut to start not doing that and just offer people quotes and things, because you'll get stuff, you know, so make sure you do that. So taking inspired action every single day whilst working on your mindset and your attitude is how you're going to win. All right, inspired action every day. It doesn't have to be a lot. 5 or 10 minutes a day will build you a business. But you have to have the business at the front of your mind. Even if you're working it very part-time, even if you're only doing a few hours a week, let it get under your skin a little bit. Start thinking about it in every conversation. Look for opportunities, because people around you, once you open your mind to it properly and you absolutely commit to building this business, opportunities are all around you. They're all around you and you'll find them. But if your mind's closed to it, you won't be seeing them, all right? So you have to make that decision that you're going to go all in, you're really going to go for it, and then you'll find that these situations come to you. So even if you sent 5 or 10 messages a day, okay, with one of those scripts or a variation of those scripts, whatever suits you, if you did that every single day, you would have been reaching out to a lot of people, and you will get some really good stuff in your diary. Knock on a door properly every day and thousands of doors will be knocked for you. It's just a little saying, but you have to take the first step. All right, it's just incredible when I really focus 100%. I'm always, I mean, ever since I've joined, the business has been in the front of my mind. But when I decide to up my energy level a little bit and put it out there that I'm open, my shop's open, I'm looking for a few more customers today, I get a message. I'll get a message from someone saying, can you speak to my brother or my uncle? It's quite uncanny how this stuff works. Now for you guys starting out, you've got to go and do the legwork. You know, I did all that stuff. I went through all the no's. My dad didn't become a customer for 3 years. 1 month, I did 21 appointments and only got 1 customer. You know, I've been through all of that stuff. There is no magic pill. You are going to get people say no. You are going to get some rejection. You know, it's not always going to be plain sailing, but if you keep going, you are going to have the most amazing business. Oh, thank you, Dan. Well done. Amazon links there for a couple of books that I mentioned. That's really cool. So the importance of 3 is that qualified distributor, because it releases your payment. It starts your passive income. It's also like the building block for going up the stairway of success and getting promoted. So the more people you can help get to qualified distributor, the more you'll find you are elevating yourself up through the business and through the levels as well, because that's simply how it works. We're all here to help each other. So just to sort of recap, really, 3 things to focus on. Show the presentation, grow your list and your network and build relationships, and attend as many events and trainings as you can. And in that, I'll include the personal development. All right, that, you know, it is that simple, but as human beings, we tend to make it very, very complicated. We tend to try and complicate it as much as we can. We really don't need to. We have a team meeting every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Again, it definitely will be on for the next 2 weeks. There may be a 2-week break while I'm away, but 10 a.m. on a Monday morning, come along. You'll hear from other people, not just me waffling on. You can get to know a few more of the team. We do a little weekly goal setting, bit of getting your mind in the right place for the week ahead. It's a nice meeting. It's a nice hour. It's good fun. So come along if you can. And again, make sure you bring your team members along. Please book your tickets for Amplify and go if you can. They say that the people that attend events are £3,000 ahead over the 3 months after the event than those that didn't. It has that much impact on your belief and your activity by being in that room. And again, if there's any worries about chance or anything like that, then please let me know. So after qualified distributor, your next goal will be what's called future team leader. There's a £200 bonus attached to that. And what that is you being QD, 3 customers, having 2 partners in your team. All right, so two partners in your team, and between you all having 25 customers. And if you do that, you're going to get a £200 bonus and a very large box of chocolates as well, which is very nice. I can't say no to a bit of chocolate. So I would like you all, the timescale in there, I didn't say it because I'm not sure, because they change it all the time. I think it might be 3 months from getting to QD now to get to future team leader for the money bonus, that is. What I'd like you all to commit to now, I've given up 51 minutes of my time to help you all today, and I hope you have found that it has been helpful and you've got some good stuff from it. Could you give up 10 more minutes and go and get some appointments in that diary in those slots that we've put in there? Because until you take some inspired action, you can do all the listening in the world and it's not going to build your bank balance. So you look back now, just take a look now at the figure you wrote down for what you'd like to be paid on August the 21st. Just stare at that figure for a minute. What would you do with that money? How would that money landing in your bank make you feel? How much would it improve the couple of weeks after that? You may have something specific already that you want the money for. It might be because you just thought that sounds like a nice amount of money. It doesn't matter why you wrote it down, but connect with it a minute and believe that it's possible, and then go and take and do the actions required. So Marie, could you just do a screenshot or of everyone that's on this call? Because there's going to be a little bit of accountability here, so I can just check in with everybody that came. Now, obviously, if you're watching this on catch up, or watching the recording, well done for watching, well done for looking at it now. And again, I'd love to hear from you as well. But let's make sure that we didn't just have this as just an hour of our time on a Wednesday lunchtime because we had nothing better to do. Let's take what we've got from today and put it into action, get some appointments in our diary, and let's have some huge celebrations and promotions over the next couple of weeks in the team and in the wider team as well, because that would be amazing. Right, so just before we wrap up, has any of you got any questions about anything? Just wave at me. Yeah, Tenny, go for it. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hi, Celia. So earlier on, you said in the group chat, the WhatsApp group, you were saying about this ads. I'm really interested in ads.
Tenny, I'll talk to you privately about that because that's not open to everybody yet. Right. So I think that's because you were in Jane's team and she put you onto it, wasn't it? So that's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time if that's okay. That's just some leads Tenny's talking about for recruitment leads, which I'm happy to talk to everyone about. But you do actually need to be qualified, and you know, I've done a few appointments really before we get access to those. All right, just because we're talking to sort of cold leads with that. Anyone else got any questions about anything? Annette, yeah.
Just a thought that some people who have gone off the boil, so to speak, like I'm just thinking a few people that recently joined and then have subsided a bit. The best way to sort of perhaps get them to have a look at this training.
Yeah, so this is being recorded, so I will share the link for this on the Facebook group. You're welcome to pass it on to anybody, okay? And another really good reason to re-engage with people at the moment is to explain to them about this quicker energy switching as well, which means money is quicker, all right? So if you can get people excited about earning money quickly, then that might help them take some action as well.
Okay, thank you.
To you, Steph, are you happy? Did you want to ask anything? Is that all good? Well done for being here. Elaine, are you good? Do you want to ask anything? Unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself. Sorry, because I muted you. Press on the little red microphone symbol. If you click on the screen, you should see a little microphone symbol. If you click on it, that's it. There we are.
Oh, yeah. Can I just say, I'm actually a customer with UW, and I've actually put in my planner my 2 sons. So does that mean that's the 3?
No, because they're not signed up yet, are they?
No, they haven't signed up yet, but they said that they would.
Okay, so Elaine, what you need to do is, the planner does not mean they are in your business, okay? The planner is just a tool, like a customer relationship manager tool. So if you're already a customer, did you sign yourself up or were you a customer before you joined?
I was a customer before I joined as a partner.
Okay, have you linked your account? Do you know?
Yes.
You have. So are you showing as one customer at the moment on the portal?
I should be, yes.
I'll check for you in a minute, all right? But yeah, so what we need to do then, Elaine, is get your 2 sons booked onto a Zoom with me or with Jane or whoever your upline is as soon as possible and get them signed up.
Okay.
All right, and then you will be a qualified distributor. And the sooner we can do that, we can do it tomorrow, Friday. Let's get it done.
Okay.
Cool. Well done. Well done. Good question though. Tenny, Dan, anyone else got anything they'd like to ask before we run away? Okay, so please go and get that diary full of appointments, or as full as you can be. Let me know when they are. So anyone that needs support, obviously whoever, you know, if you've got an active sponsor or upline that's already helping you, that's absolutely fine. But if you're not sure that they can help or you want support, just message me privately with when your appointments are, all right? And either I'll help you or I'll find someone to help you. Okay.
Okay.
But how many do you think we can get qualified distributor by the end of July? Well, certainly all of you guys. Yeah, come on, Tony, we can do this. All of you guys and all of anyone that's watching this on catch up. I'm also doing this again tomorrow morning at 10:30 because I left it lastminute.com. I had a lot of people say, I can't do today. Could you do tomorrow? So I'm doing all of this again at 10:30 tomorrow. So if you have got teammates that weren't here, get them on tomorrow. All right. Or go and recruit somebody this evening who can come on my training tomorrow morning. How about that? No reason why you can't do that at all. Brilliant. Okay. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm off to see my customer now, and my goal is to get a bunch of referrals off her, whether she signs up or not. That's my focus. Okay? All right. Brilliant. Lovely to see you all. Thanks for joining.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Bye.